Today, we're going to dive into a concept called the UK's hard work trap. It's all about a really crucial difference. The difference between the income your effort earns you and the wealth that a proper structure can build for you.
So let's just start with a really direct question for you. Is all your hard work actually making you wealthy, or is it just keeping you incredibly busy? Honestly, the answer to that question is going to determine your entire financial future.
You know, here in the UK, we have this powerful cultural respect for grafting, for putting in the long hours, for sheer, raw effort. It's something we celebrate, right? It's seen as the main path to success, a virtue we're taught almost from day one.
But let's just pause and challenge that core belief for a second. What if all this relentless effort, this celebrated work ethic, what if it isn't the path to real wealth at all? What if, and this is the scary part, it's actually a strategic dead end that's stopping you from getting where you want to be?
Okay, so this leads us right to the main idea here, actually defining the hard work trap. We're talking about moving past a simple cultural habit and seeing it for what it is, a systemic problem, a cage that actually limits your growth no matter how hard you work.
So here's the bottom line. The hard work trap is this cycle, right? It's a system where your constant, hands-on effort generates an income, enough to survive, to pay the bills. But it structurally fails. It's not designed to build the kinds of scalable assets you need for true wealth. It's a system built for maintenance, not for growth.
Now, if you want to escape this trap, the very first thing you have to do is get your head around the massive distinction between income and wealth. They are not the same thing. They are totally different financial concepts, and understanding this is basically the foundation for everything else.
And you can see the two paths really clearly here. On the left, you've got income. It's generated by your constant effort. Basically, you're trading your time for money. It's linear, it's finite, and its real purpose is just to pay for today. It's survival. But on the right, you have wealth. That's generated by a strategic structure, an asset, a system. This could be a business that runs on its own processes, or intellectual property, or automated investments. It's scalable, and it's designed to last, to pay for tomorrow. That's legacy.
And really, it all boils down to this one central idea. Just let this sink in for a second. Effort creates income, but only structure creates wealth. Your personal energy, your time, that's a finite resource. A well-designed structure, on the other hand, is not.
So if effort is the trap, then structure is absolutely the key to getting out. So now we're going to move from just diagnosing the problem to actually architecting the solution. The whole focus has to shift from working in your day-to-day to designing the system itself.
Okay, so the strategy to escape really comes down to three huge shifts. First, you have to pivot your whole mindset away from just generating income to creating assets. Second, you have to systematically replace your own manual labor with automated systems that can grow without you. And third, you've got to lift your sights higher, designed for a long-term legacy, not just for immediate survival.
And a real wealth-building structure, well, it has these key features. It's driven by systems, not your personal energy. It's built to be automated and to scale, so it breaks free from the limits of your own time. Its entire focus is on growing assets, and its ultimate goal is to create a legacy that lasts.
So, we figured out the trap, and we know that structure is the key. The next logical step, then, is to move from just knowing this stuff to taking real action, to actually start building the architecture of your own legacy.
Think of what we've talked about here as the essential diagnosis. It's that wake-up call, that moment you realize you might be in the trap. The source material this is all based on, the book, well, that's the next step. It's the full architecture, the detailed blueprint you need to build your way out.
So I'll leave you with this one final, and I think pretty critical question. Now that you understand the huge difference between income and wealth, between your own finite effort and a scalable structure, what architecture are you going to build your legacy on?